Hello. Hey. That's right, it's me, Mirkov. We're going to be doing a War of the Spark draft. This is draft number 2. I'm going to go ahead and go for it. So it's pretty early in the format, but we know what the good cards are. And we got a couple of them right here. We got this Feather the Unredeemed. 3 mana. When you cast an instant or sorcery that targets any creature you control, you get it back at the end of turn. I mean, this would be huge even without that, but with that, it's amazing. 4 mana for a 3/2. Comes in as a 4/2, or 4/3 if you bounce a creature you control, basically. Or Planeswalker, whatever. Chandra's Triumph, also great. Angrath, the Captain of Chaos, also great. Probably. Creatures control of Menace. Yeah, it's gotta be good. So the real question is, what do we take? Obviously, Feather the Unredeemed is a bit specific, putting us into red-white color pair, while Chandra's Triumph and Angrath are a little bit safer picks. I would probably pick Chandra's Fire, I think. Well, certainly among those 4. The rest of these cards, nothing to really write home about. I'm going to, it's early in the format. I'm going to try to pick the Feather the Unredeemed. We're going to see how that goes. We have a Mism Tank. 3/2, crew 1. When you cast a non-creature spell, it becomes a 4/3. So, it seems pretty good. It's not going to be always. Sometimes it's just going to sit there. I don't think Houtley is a real card. Not really. I think this Elite Guard Mage is probably pretty good. 4 mana, 3/2 flyer. Gain 3 life and draw a card when it comes in. I'm almost tempted to take that over the Mism Tank. Could always just be splashing this red or something else, right? At this Mobu, Loyal Champion, Loyal Companion, whatever his name is. It's probably okay. Everything else is kind of meh in this pack. I'm going to take the Guard Mage. Mism Tank might be really cool, but I'm just a little afraid to go all in on this Feather. But I do like it. I think one thing seems pretty clear. We're probably playing white. Have an Augur of Bolas. Lets us look at the top 3 cards of the library for an instant or sorcery. Sort of playing into that Feather the Unredeemed. Rising Populace, whenever something dies, it gets +1/+1. Not really a fan in the way our deck is going. Erratic Visionary. This Herald of the Dreadhorde is probably pretty nice for black. Heartfire I don't think is what we're going to play. It requires a sack to make it do anything. This is just too big. I think we're going to take the Augur of Bolas. It's probably not going to hit most of the time, but might get us a card every now and then, which can't be too bad. Devouring Hellion, when it comes into play, you can sack some number of creatures or planeswalkers, and this gets bigger. I don't actually think that's any good for our deck. Getting each opponent's upkeep, if they have not very many cards in hand, they take damage, and it can make them discard. It's pretty cool. And Turret Ogre, which is pretty big. Also a No Escape. I don't think the white cards are good here. I think red and black are looking fairly open, and we could always take a Mana Geode. I think I'm going to take the Turret Ogre. I think it's just huge. And I don't feel bad about it. Here, white is completely devoid. We get a Jaya. I am going to take that.
Keep making that face, and I'll singe your eyebrows off.
Alright, well, I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that, Jaya. Didn't want to upset you. We've got this Rakish Instigator. Now, talk about stuff we could sacrifice. That would not be too bad. Heartwarming Redemption. 4 mana, you discard your whole hand, and then you draw that many cards +1 and gain some life. That could be cool. Kind of turn a bunch of lands into a bunch of non-lands. Could just be splashing the blue for the Guard Mage. It looks like our red is going to be pretty good. This Rakish Instigator is not too bad. He just creates some 1/1 babies. Kind of like the Turret Ogre. Maybe a little bit better, but it's a bit hard to say. Heartwarming Redemption. I guess it puts a bunch of instant sorceries in your graveyard, which could be something some decks care about. I'm going to take the Instigator.
This will be devilishly fun for me.
I think he plays pretty well with Jaya. That additional red damage. Question here looks like, are we going to take this Martyr of the Cause or the Strix? I think it's probably between those two. I kind of do want to be in red-white, I think, but red-blue is fine too. We don't have to play Feather, or we could even we could double splash it. It just would be hard. On the other hand, if we do red-white, so like, what would that look like? We'd be able to proliferate the Instigator, the Fire Mage. It's not too bad. Stealth Mission, +2 counters on a creature you control, and it can't be blocked. That could be pretty good too. Well, it's kind of hard to say. I'm going to start with the Martyr of the Cause, I think. I don't feel too bad about playing it. I just don't know if it's going to be any good if we don't get much more white. This Rally of Wings is probably not the play. We really only have 2 flyers right here. Being able to untap everything is okay, but really we want to be just dealing a lot of damage, I think. This might just be like taking a Spellkeeper weird. Not that we have any instants or sorceries yet, I'll point out. So, Augur Bolas is not going to do very much if we're not careful. We've got this Luxodon Sergeant, or this Assailant. Honestly, I'm thinking just grabbing a 2/2. Straight up just deal 5 damage to a player or a planeswalker. Top Statute is not going to do anything good. Take the Catharsis. And we have 1 instant. Heartfire is more playable, now that we do have the Rakish Instigator. At the same time, I'm not exactly holding my breath for that to be amazing. Let's take this Contentious Plan. And could take a Charm Stray, but I think I'll just grab the No Escape. So it is looking... and Heartfelt Redemption. I was going to say it's looking like we're in blue, but honestly it's still a bit hard to say. We're definitely in red. This card's okay, I think, but nothing to go crazy about. Same thing with Death Sprout, Bayline Prowler. Obviously, we're not going to switch our plan at this point. Simply deal 3 damage. That's exactly what we're looking for. We don't even have to be in white. Could even go into this Rioters. Divine Arrow. Or a second Rakish Instigator. You know, I'm not sure the second Rakish Instigator is that much better, but, well, with Jaya, I think there's some interesting potential there. On the other hand, getting a Divine Arrow, which is simply removal, and at least gets us started doing something. We could also play this Ajani. Just gonna pump all of our guys. We have an Ajani's Pridemate. Currently 1 life gain source, 2 life gain source. That's starting to become something. D-Spark. Nice card. Well, probably not going to get the Guard Mage if we're going to play the Ajani. Catharsis probably is out. I want to probably try this Ajani Pridemate. I'm not that excited about these blue cards. The only question is, do we splash in the green for Ajani the Great-Hearted? I think we take the Pridemate. Arlinn, Voice of the Pack is pretty cool. Search for 2 Planeswalkers. I think that has the potential to be pretty cool. So we're going to take it. Wanderer's Strike. That's just straight removal. We got Pouncing, Lynx. Bond of Passion I don't like. It's too expensive, I think. Raging Crunch, though. Big fan. We're going to take the Wanderer's Strike. Take the Lynx. Probably start taking things like this Assault Team. Yeah, I think we're certainly getting into it here. Battalion. It's going to be the Lynx over the Initiate. Guess I could take a Charmed Stray. I'm wondering if Charmed Stray number 2 is going to be better than this Bulwark Giant. Probably not. I don't really think so. Well, that's pretty good. Whenever one or more loyalty counters are removed from Chandra, you just deal damage. And we got a Prison Realm. And an Enforcer. We're going to take the Chandra.
You want to go, tough guy?
Yeah, that'd be great. Let's go. It's probably a Light Shield. Could be a Sprint for the Feather, but honestly, like I said, the Feather is good enough without any specialness. And currently we don't have any, but I think this light shield is better for the curve. I think we take Kaya.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair.
Okay. She doesn't like fair fights. Honor the God Pharaoh. That could be the pick. There's nothing else here really for what we're doing. That isn't to say we're actually going to play it, though. So here is probably just Teo's Light Shield. We don't really have Proliferate. So currently with Feather, we could have Gideon Sacrifice, allowing us to Gideon Sacrifice over and over. Is that worth it? I'm not really sure that's worth it. That seems a bit not great. On the other hand, a second Heartwarming Redemption. I'm kind of thinking about that. Or, of course, this Nahiri Stoneblades. It's not like we have a huge amount of stuff, and with Nahiri Stoneblades, at least it gives us something to feather the Unredeemed. So I think I will take that over a second Heartwarming Redemption. Not saying it's right, it's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that Turret Ogre. Here could be a second Gateway Plaza over a fourth Lynx. I kind of like that. Not to say the Elite Guard Mage is amazing, but I think it's playable. I think we'll play a second Martyr of the Cause instead of this Assailant. That seems like a pure upgrade. Take the Triumph here for no reason. Could take a second Catharsis. I can't exactly... I guess we could take a Demolish for the sideboard. Be a very weird situation that we'd need to sideboard that, but... Alright, so we're looking at something like... Oh, what is this? I have no idea why that's bleeping. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so we're looking at 15 creatures, 10 non-creatures. Which I'm... Oh, and this proliferates too. That's great. We're running currently 4 instigators and so forth. Not instigators, planeswalkers. 4 planeswalkers. Bulwark Giant's pretty big. Specifically does not have 4 attack. So these turret ogres are not likely to hit the Teo's Light Shield on Feather the Unredeemed or something like that. Or Battalion attacking. Could get a counter. In terms of life gain sources, I've got what? Mostly the Guard Mage, the Heartwarming Redemption, and that's it. That might just have to do. It's not amazing or anything. I think here we can probably just cut an island. I think the curve wants to generally be low. This Ignite the Beacon is pretty cool for picking up Kaya. I guess I'm sort of want to think, like, if I'm going to Ignite the Beacon, it's probably Kaya. Could also be Chandra. Chandra, of course, probably the best choice because even if she dies, she's dealing 4 to something, most likely, and yeah. So, it's a bit of a sketchy play. I think it should be okay. I'm gonna play first here. I think it's keepable. Obviously, we want to get that red and that second white as soon as possible. There's the second white. So, Mateo's Light Shield, though, we can go ahead and get that Pridemate started. I think I'll play this first. Reason for that being, if I play the Light Shield after it, I can sort of adapt to whatever they play on turn 3. That's certainly interesting. Certainly want to attack through that Stinger. But we're going to need a red for the Jaya's Greeting to make that happen. Do have one of our life gain sources. Get the Pridemate started. An opponent is stuck on one type of mana. That's fairly interesting. I feel like I want to Jaya's Greeting. But if I do, might have some problems. Alright. I'll just play like this. And we will not attack. Four mana is pretty scary for a green deck. So here I think what we can do is attack with Battalion, Lynx, and Guard Mage. But I'm probably going to want to Teo's Light Shield on the Lynx? No, probably not. I think I drop Feather the Unredeemed here. Alright, they have their second color. So, things are probably going to get worse for me. There's a Crotch. Though, honestly, the Crotch is less scary than the Druid. Perfect. Okay. So, here what I can do is probably swing just with, like, everything. Maybe not. Probably just swing with Battalion Guard Mage and Feather. And we could just kill this. That seems like a fine deal.
You don't look scared. My assistants are painfully slow.
Let's see. I'll just boost this guy. It's a little bit risky, but
The more, the messier.
so opponents can't gain life while he's out. Yeah, that was pretty good. I wonder if I should run a Demolish just to hurt their mana. But I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, we don't have any way to actually, you know, get stuff. So descriptive. We don't have any way to amass. That said, we only really have 2 proliferate sources. We have all of our mana. Plenty of playables. I'll probably just Lynx first. First strike as long as it's our turn. Could drop the Tybalt, but it's not going to do anything. He'll just be a 1-1 against that wolf. Well, they had the Pyro Helix. It wasn't too bad last time. This time was a little bit more annoying. We'll see how the if they have removal for Feather again. Looks like they do. Ooh, Domri's Ambush. That's pretty scary. I believe that means we're taking another 4. I could take another 4 here. Could ignite the beacon, which will... Igniting the beacon on their turn is probably the answer. Looks like we're not gonna live. Okay, so we can Fire Mage, but that doesn't get us anywhere. So if I draw a land, I can kill the wolf. They can attack in with both. I'll be at 1 life. I think we have to do it like this. Okay, gaining 3 life helps. Probably doesn't help enough, but it does help. So here we can double block the Crunch. That lets us get Kaya out. That's interesting. Okay, so if I Kaya, I lose. Is that right? Whereas if I Tybalt... Yeah, so I Kaya, I exile the wolf, they attack me with both and I lose the game. if I do this, I discard all my best cards, and I gain 4 life, still lose. I think I can see that one. Here, we can have a giant. Just for a little bit of a higher chance of having some life. We're going to play first and keep. This is looking like actually a very strong opening. Pouncing Lynx into Redeemed. So they're running Giant Strength, so I should watch out for that basically. Probably just gonna kill that wolf. Oh, that is actually amazing. We can Stone Blades. And there's the combo. Attack for lethal next turn. Only hits creatures, does not hit. Alright. So do have the band together. So not as crazy good, but still good. And I'll hold the Jai's Greeting until their combat step. What is this? Yeah, I think that's okay. And that should counterspell it. Alright, attacking in for lethal. And this should also be lethal. Well, they can double block. If they double block, it's not lethal, so I guess I will just attack with the Lynx. +3/+3. Yep, I'm okay with that. So here, probably just Kaya. All right. Not too shabby. Got to even do the thing with Feather. And honestly, I like these Stone Blades with these 2/1 first strikers. There's really only 2 cards in red-white that target creatures. It's the Stone Blades and it's +2/+1 and haste on a single creature. For this one, I think we will keep, despite having no 2-drops. The idea, we'll probably draw a 2-drop or a 3rd land. Should be okay. Of course, might draw nothing. And then we'll cry. There we go. The crying began. Black-green is a good color pair, too. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm just going to lose the light shield, I think. Keep the Stone Blade for now. Of course, if they're going to be playing Centaur Nurturers, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Why am I keeping the Stone Blade? Well, oh. Whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. Uh-oh.
Good help is easy to find.
Looks like we're screwed. I wonder if I should just concede this one. Do I have any way to deal with that? Not really. Okay, we're gonna lose Stone Blades. Ooh. Huh. Yeah, that looks like game over. Creatures with Death Touch. So they only have the 1. But I don't think we're gonna win here. We'll show the Divine Arrow. I'll give it a try here, but what is this 9? Each player chooses a permanent they control of each type and sacks the rest. So they're about to make me sack my only land. Yeah, we're just gonna concede. Yeah, sometimes things just go like that. We don't have any answer. Player or Planeswalker? We do have an answer. We have 2 answers. Let's run those. We're gonna play. We're gonna really play that time. Probably we lose again. Opponent's deck was pretty quick. Just filling up the board with garbage. Alright. Let's go ahead and get Feather out. Not having 2-drop sucks. There's a Death Sprout. So I could Heartwarming Redemption. I think having Kaya in hand, almost able to cast her, is probably still okay. We can Wanderer's Strike if they play something. Not getting the benefit of proliferating, it's not going to be great, but... Oh, that is a Crocodile. Hexproof. Kaya will let me kill it. I feel like I want to just drop Catharsis on their face, bring them to 6. But it is one of my few outs. If they drop a Planeswalker here. Okay. Yeah, we definitely hold it now. Okay. Could drop Wanderer's Strike. I think a blocker is fine. Oh, that's just gonna kill my Turret Ogre, huh?
That time to meet your breaker.
Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to you and permanents you control. Well, they've got what they need. That sucks. So I pretty much have to exile that. I can choose my opponent's permanents? Oh. That's interesting. So, short of a planes. I think we just lose. What? Command the Dreadhorde. They also just they also just get 2 of my creatures back from the grave. Well, we're gonna die, so let's just have a heartfelt redemption. Because it's all over. And then we'll just concede. Yeah. Ouch. They got some pretty strong cards. Command the Dreadhorde or whatever, plus Liliana. It's nice. Pretty nice. It's looking like a keep. Essentially, we want to just get up to 6 mana, and then we can always heartwarming redemption. It's always better to start with plains because we want plains, mountain for the. Well, let's go ahead and drop a mountain for the case that, you know, we get Feather, the Unredeemed. Druid, pretty scary, but not necessarily an issue. Probably what I'll do here is just drop the Light Shield. It's a fine blocker. So here I'm wondering if we Chandra or just throw down the Guard Mage. Kind of like throwing down the Guard Mage. I don't know, but opponent doesn't really have anything. I don't really have anything that they can do. I can play it this turn. Okay, it's a plains. So, it's a pretty good hit for the Chandra. That's the one thing, is if it hits a land or something, that +1, we won't be able to actually do anything with it. Should have done that before playing the land. Exile the top 7 cards to your library. Kind of wondering, I guess they gave up because they didn't have their second color. I mean, if we're constantly playing against people who are screwed on colors, it's gonna be a pretty fun round for me, honestly. Alright, let's go ahead and drop those links. Ah, so they are playing blue-green. Nothing on the 2-drop. So they might have a mass. Callous Dismissal. Yep, there's the amass. Speaking of. Can't play the Gateway Plaza in that case. So, proliferating to draw a card. So, do I assault team here? Yeah, let's do it. They've played roughly like 1.5 cards to get that, so trading a Goblin Assault team where I'm going to still have a +1/+1 counter after it, it's not the end of the world. Now, of course, if they have like a bounce spell, but no, the bounce is sorcery speed. Alright. Of course, if they just take 6, I'm definitely okay with that. This means we're going to be able to ignite the beacon. We can ignite the beacon at the end of their turn. And I think in this case, that's what we want to do. It's basically going to be play Ignite the Beacon, drop Kaya, and blow up that army. Can't draw more than 1 card a turn. That does not draw cards.
I train every day. No one is more prepared than me. With thoughtfulness before
So they can get a non-creature, non-land, put it into their hand. So, instant sorcery or planeswalker, pretty much. Totally Lost, which will do stuff. Oh wait. Yeah, let us. Oh, if they want to Totally Lost my links, that would be pretty funny. No, they're gonna Courage in Crisis. They're gonna make that thing huge, and then they are gonna feel very sad. Because we are gonna take Kaya, and we are gonna take Chandra.
I'm gonna make you. Good for you. Monsters know better than to hide shuffling me off.
I could kill that. Or I could just hit them in the face for another 6. I think hitting them for 6 is fine.
meditate and prepare.
Wow. Choose 4. They got a whole bunch of 2/2s. That's pretty nifty. So I can Kaya to blow up 1. I can... It's, I could also Kaya just to kill the Veils. I think what I'll do is I'll start with a Chandra.
I knew you needed my help. What's that smell? Oh, it's you burning.
I don't have, yeah, so I could exile... Yeah, just a 2/2. If I don't, they can attack me with everything. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just kill that.
Sometimes people rely look to see me in those moments.
So I could attack face for 6. If I do, I get maybe some kills, but I think we can just do no attacks here. I don't want to make the attacks too good for them, especially since we don't necessarily win. That one missed, so not too shabby. They don't have enough to totally lost. It's just a Bilbian.
You have been analyzed and found wanting.
Let's light it up.
Cool, so we have Jaya's Greeting, which I feel like we, of course, simply use. Since it only hits creatures, I think no reason not to hit the zombie army. We can also throw down Jaya.
What should I aim for first?
Jaya can hit that.
Watch this.
I could attack like this. Could also attack like this instead. It's probably more threatening.
There's always room to improve.
So if they kill my Chandra, I should be able to just poke them in the face.
I'd be less frustrated if you had fewer claws.
Okay, so Jaya is immune. Interesting.
Sit back and watch it burn.
Yeah. We'll do no attacks. So for 7, I can exile top 7 cards in my library. That's pretty cool. And it will deal 7 damage.
Perfection is unattainable, so stop trying.
Here I just block with the Pride Mate, I think. This is only to... oh, this is to any target. Alright.
Let's light it up.
Okay, so... and they can totally lost one of my lynxes.
The shortcomings here were mine.
Burn.
So I can simply have my single lynx. Could attack with 3 lynxes, they could bounce my light shield. If I attack with 2 lynxes, they bounce my light shield and attack. I think this is fine. Alright, so now I can just use Chandra's ability, and that should, oh, they can bounce Chandra. There we go. That also works. This is, wait, this is any source, huh? That much +1. Okay. And they have their own skydiver.
It's my turn. There's no problem fire can solve.
Well, drawing land is not making it easy. So I could attack with everything. I'd only deal 2. So I'll say no attacks. I don't think they can really win. As long as the primordial worm doesn't connect to my face.
You were quite the adversary.
Man, it would be nice if I could draw things other than land. Draw like 2 land a turn. So I could attack with everything. That would be dealing 4 to their face. And I'd lose my light shield. Alright. I think this is what we're just gonna have to do. They can kill Chandra, but it can hit any target, I believe, right? Oh, to opponent or planeswalker. So just let's kill the opponent.
Guess you don't need me anymore.
Yeah. Maybe could have won that a little bit quicker. I don't know, I just didn't want to risk it, I think. This is looking pretty good. Of course, those stone blades work a little bit better with the first strikers, but should be fine. Green again. And they're playing a Arboreal Grazer. Dropping a mountain. This is not what I like to see. It's not good, so Makes me wonder if they're playing something maybe hyper-aggressive or something. I mean, a 0-3 with reach. Alright, a little bit confusing. So for 4, they've probably got something scary. Removal? Is that what it is? Nothing. Okay. Question is, do I drop the light shield onto the Lynx or not? Do I keep it on the light shield? I'm gonna keep it on the light shield. I'm just getting a vague feeling like they probably have something removal. Alright, third color. And a crocodile. Not exactly what I want to see. I think we want a Nahiri Stoneblade here. Even if it costs us the light shield. Of course, if they block the Lynx, then we're probably in business. Yep, looks like they are just gonna take it. Crocodile looks kind of strange. I don't know, just his arms are a little bit weird. Pollen Bright Druid. It's 6'4". It's pretty big. Well, really no choice here. I think we have to block. So if they have a trick, we gotta know what it is. Alright. Yeah, +1/+1 on first strike. It's gonna be pretty good. So, put it on the Lynx. Okay. So here we're looking at that Feather the Unredeemed. Unfortunately, not gonna work out so great. We're about to take 7. Seven is a lot. So I think I might just have to pass. Getting rid of the crocodile is gonna be hard. But we have stuff that lets us do it. Yeah, so unfortunately, the opponent does look like they have something. Yeah, it makes me wonder, like... Yeah, but with steady aim, they would have been able to kill Feather, too. So I think we're pretty much in a game of just try not to die. Third planes, in theory, is necessary for Archaea. We're not going to be able to get there. Here, we're just going to take it. So, Gateway Plaza, that means we are equipped as soon as Kaya comes into play. We're gonna have to like triple block this crocodile. Put it on the grazer instead of the crocodile. So maybe they're not attacking in. They're becoming worried about Feather actually surviving. Because I don't see a way that I win if I don't kill this thing. Alright. Well, with that out of the way, I'm really not worried at all. Yeah, gain 3 life, draw a card. Let's go ahead and drop a Martyr of the Cause. I mean, the Grazer's a 1/4 that can block my Elite Guard Mage, but it's not a 7/5 hexproof. We can actually hold this island. Actually, what are we gonna do here? We can attack with the Guard Mage. then drop Jaya to kill the Grazer. Alright, apparently not. In that case, we'll just kill the Apparition. We can use the Divine Arrow to kill the Grazer if we need to. Alright. So opponents hasn't played any Planeswalkers. Hasn't really played any strong cards. Except for like the Grateful Apparition, Battlefield Promotion, and the Crocodile. You know, other guys not too bad either. We're gonna of course ignite the Beacon. That'll give us Kaya. That should end the game. Go ahead and take Kaya, and we'll take Chandra. I'll go ahead and play the Plains.
I heard you had some dead things that needed to stay.
And we'll just blow up the Grazer.
This time it ships. But they all look like a payday to me.
I'm okay with that. Because I'm willing to have her finish that off so I can just increase my clock a bit. I have Divine Arrow in hand also. Alright, so they just gave up with that. Yeah, pretty much other than the Crocodile, they didn't have much going on. Grazer was a big giveaway that they're probably not doing something smart. It was scary for sure, but we're gonna keep this. Exile a creature and then proliferate. Like, it's not the most amazing hand, don't get me wrong. But all we need is, you know, a couple creatures and we're fine. Opponent's down to 5 cards. Based on the fact their deck is probably terrible. They're actually running 42 cards. I tend to do that too, where I'll side in 1 or 2 extra cards without siding anything out because I'm lazy. Technically it's not as good as playing 40, but the difference is going to be pretty minuscule over the course of a single game. So that Apparition is going to cause quite a bit of problems, especially if they can get a Teo's Light Shield out. Yeah. That is a problem. I thought they were going to put it onto the Apparition. They put it on the just combat damage to a player. Oh, I thought it had to actually, I thought it was just on attack for some reason. Well. Obviously, it hitting me a second time is not great either. Nor is it the end of the world, though. And I have Wanderer's Strike. Tails Light Shield. I can put it onto the Aberration. Alright. I mean, I don't see how I don't block it. What? What? I think I definitely just Wanderer's Strike. I don't know what that was about. I guess they didn't notice that it could block flying. It's big and scary. Yeah, I mean, that pretty much ends it. Here we go. Because then we can just
I can learn
ping the battalion.
You're not exactly a quick learner, are you?
Get that Goblin Assault team on. And that's it. It should be lethal here, I think, with the Stone Blade and Jaya. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Let's just do it this way. Pretty okay. That puts us up to 3 wins. Now it's pretty okay. Turn 3 Feather. Could turn 4 and turn 5 Light Shields. Martyr of the Cause. I think I will keep that. Main question is whether to Martyr of the Cause or Plaza first. And I'm thinking Plaza. Reveal the swamp. Well, it's not exactly what I like to see. Green-black is a pretty strong color pair, I think. Obviously, so far we haven't... Well, other than the one that beat us. So far people haven't been too terrible with it, but here we go. These are the guys we gotta watch out for. Leyline Prowlers. Dropping Tybalt is not crazy. But I'm thinking what I really want to do is throw down, like, Teo's Light Shield or something. Because if I throw down Teo's Light Shield, then this Martyr of the Cause has the potential to proliferate a whole bunch. Essentially, if I draw land, I'm in a pretty good shape. Of course, with Leyline Prowler at 3/4, it's not super good. That's where this guy's going to really shine. Alright.
You should be glad, Excited. My friend is here to help you.
So, opponent can't gain life now. Of course, that Prowler is still, yeah, still dangerous. It's got Death Touch. But if they attack in with Prowler without some sort of trick, it's going to be quite a blowout. If they do have a trick, it's at least not terrible. Yeah, Primordial Worm. Not exactly how I wanted that to go. Let's go ahead and get a baby. So I could Teo's Light Shield onto that Feather the Unredeemed. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Basically just try to get going. So I could attack with Martyr of the Cause, but I don't think that's the right choice. But being able to attack for 6 a turn where they can't gain life, this seems like we could win. Primordial Worm is big. It's whenever too, so I can even cast it on their turn. Alright, what is this?
Let's tear this place up.
They can give a creature Vigilance. They can cast creatures with Flash.
Strike now! Strike hard!
And they can sometimes draw creatures. It's pretty good. I think I pretty much just block with Devil. And a Bear Spirit. Am I worried about that? I'm not that worried about it. What? Why does it have reach? Oh my god. It has reach. Vigilance and reach. Oh my god. Well. I think it had to be that way. Yep.
There is wonder in a blade of grass.
They can sacrifice a creature at instant speed. That's kind of a problem. I like that. I definitely like that. So we can block here. Can block. Could kill this Paradise Druid. Here and block here. Keeping my Devil alive. Is that worth it? That might be worth it. Might not be worth it. Let's kill that. I can deal 1. Top 3 cards of your library, face down. Yeah, let's just hit that guy for 1.
Strike me, and you strike nature.
Okay. Probably not gonna be able to get through here. Yes, they have 5 mana.
For the fallen.
6 mana. That's interesting. Fact is that they can... They have all their mana untapped. Sacrifice a creature or a planeswalker. Gain life, draw a card. It's pretty much not what I want. Oh well, that's what we're gonna have to do. And I will target the Spark Reaper. They can sack itself, which is unfortunate, but I will be able to attack in, get the Vivian. Eternal Taskmaster specifically actually sucks. Wait, they can get a creature back? Whenever it attacks. Oh no. Whenever it attacks. That's a problem. So they can attack and they can get the Leyline Prowler back. I think it'll just have to be okay.
Tear it down. Tear it all down.
Yeah. The fact that that can do that is probably an issue. Surprised they did not attack with the Eternal Taskmaster, honestly.
I play by my own rules. Look to suit me. Keeps things interesting.
They can cast a creature as if it has flash. Maybe that's what they're doing? Yeah. Trying to drop the worm. Yeah, so that's, I guess, why. Well, I'm pretty much fucked.
Wait, you think nature is kind?
Yeah, at the same time, I mean... Oh, they're just gonna attack me. Yeah, we'll do no blocks. Multiple primordial worms.
Oh, you're so cute.
Probably I should give up here. The fact this Vivian is live, it's certainly a problem.
Still walk away.
I could probably concede, but at the same time, let's try to play it out. I'll leave Guard Mage. Yeah, so I only have 7 mana, so only going to be able to play one of these. Which I think means I... Oh, wait. So if I play Jaya, I can block the companion and still die. I don't know why I did it like that. I guess Feather is dead, it doesn't matter. I think we'll concede at that point, though. There was, like, maybe a way through that. But it wasn't looking pretty. Artifact or land. Discard a card. I mean, their creatures are just really big. So Demolish might actually be okay. Like, they had multiple 6-cost guys. I think this is playable. They lost 1 card. So this could be Martyr for the Cause. Or it could be Tybalt. I'll just Martyr for the Cause, I think. Could always draw land and still play Tybalt. Or Light Shield. So, don't have to worry too much. Eternal Taskmaster. Could play it on the Martyr for the Cause. I don't feel too bad about that. Taskmaster is good, but only if you've got stuff in the graveyard. Otherwise, it's not that scary. So they are at 4, plus the Paradise Druid. That's 5. There's the Companion. Alright, they're at 6. Threw it on the Companion, yep, it's going to be a 5/5. Which is pretty big. With Trample and Vigilance, huh? So they're going to be dealing 5 to me. I'm going to be dealing 5 to them. I say no blocks. Discard a card, look at the top X cards of your library. Ooh, Wanderer's Strike, too. Could attack with Martyr for the Cause, but not yet. I am actually okay just taking 5 again. That Rakish Instigator. Opponents can't gain life, drop a thing. I think that's worth it. Essentially it's 2 less damage, but if he's dropping his babies, it should be okay. Well, I guess that's the question. I feel like it's worth a shot. Creature with converted mana cost X or less onto the battlefield, so they can look at the top 4 cards. Yeah, Proliferate's just going to give me an extra token there, which is not amazing, but it's fine. Basically need a land here. It's actually not a land.
The more, the messier.
I think Elite Guard Mage keeps me in the game. They essentially need Vivian, which they can't get through Vivian's bow. So I think I have lethal here. Basically, I chump the worms, I take 4, and yeah, they dig for Silverwing, which is not enough, because I have 2 flyers and 1 devil. Essentially, there's absolutely no way that I block with the Guard Mage. I just let that happen. So I can Wanderer's Strike on the Silverwing. But I think I can just attack. Alright, that worked fairly well. And we're gonna keep that. So, getting Rakish Instigator every single time. This could be a loss. Again, we're okay with a loss if that's what it comes to. Largely because we're already at 3 wins. There's the Leyline Prowler. So, question is, I guess we want a Light Shield first. And then probably Turret Ogre. Oh gosh. That guy is big. I think what I want to do is actually Jai's Greeting to kill the Prowler. It's Trample too. Yeah, I think we just want to end that guy. We'll keep Kaya on top. I think that's fine. Probably we'll just have to play Turret Ogre up Nexus. Ugh.
Knowledge is not without price.
So I can just attack that. I think what I do is I play the Turret Ogre. This at least puts up the threat of being able to kill the Ceratok. If he's going to kill my Ogre and make me draw 2 cards, it's going to put me into range for activating Kaya. Because I should be able to get a land if I can draw 2 cards.
Suffer the dreams of the damned.
Of course, it's also possible that I don't. Oh, here we go. That's exactly what I did not want to happen.
Try not to think too hard.
Huh. Well, not drawing a land in those 3 cards, that's probably it. What could I do? I could... Problem is I can Assault Team, but they'll just kill it. I can Rakish Instigator, but they'll kill it. I think I'm just dead.
They were allowed to surrender.
Yep, that's pretty good. That's a lot better than Chandra. Chandra's not bad, but we have no board presence here.
Knowledge is not without price.
Putrid, but effective.
Oh my god. Finally drew land after 5 cards. Unfortunately, that is definitely too little too late. We don't have any sort of life gain, so that's going to be concede. Alright. Second draft went same as the first. 3 wins, 2 losses. 60% win rate. We'll go ahead and be okay with that. It's still early. Haven't quite figured things out. Let's go ahead and maybe open some packs. Got Finale of Glory. That's pretty neat. One of the nice things about opening packs is eventually you'll collect all the cards. You could play Constructed, I guess. I don't know why you would, but you could. Oh yeah, that guy, he's pretty strong. The other nice thing about getting cards, though, is then you can get more gems. Bunch of mythics. Alright, let's do one more. Alright. That could be kind of interesting, but anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Mirkov, and I will see you next time.